For the world's car makers, it seems everything is riding on how much they can impress the Chinese. General Motors has 37 vehicles on show. Some you can buy right away. Others are from the future. China is the biggest market for GM after the United States. Sales of GM vehicles in this country hit a record high last month. At the same time, its sales in the U.S. nosedived. For GM, the American dream is gone, and the future of the company depends on China.
It is an American brand, but it's also a global brand. It sells in Europe, it sells all over the world. And so we think it's going to be right for some of the Chinese customers.
But only if the car maker has a future. In 6 weeks, the U.S. government expects a formal restructuring plan from GM, or it goes into bankruptcy. But here at least, the company's putting on a brave face, like so many other foreign brands. Chrysler, too, the other U.S. giant struggling to survive. But this is the story beyond the motor show, empty showrooms. Here it's a Chrysler dealership. And the problem is, these cars are too big. These are the low-budget vehicles responsible for rising sales in the country, assembled manually by cheap labor. This is one way local Chinese car makers are beating the competition. They are gaining on the foreign brands year by year. And you can see this by their representation at the show, trying so hard to shed their reputation as mere knockoffs of Japanese and European brands.
This is the latest line of vehicles from Shanghai Automobiles, a Chinese car maker. And the model is called Rich, with 2 eyes, to really convince the money classes of China that this is the luxury sedan for them. They're hoping that Chinese will choose to buy this vehicle instead of all the other foreign brands.
While China is the last great hope of foreign car makers, the road to victory won't be smooth. There's BYD, Chery, and Geely in the way. So how do the potential buyers weigh in?
I think domestic brands and foreign brands are about the same now, especially if you are talking about the technology.
I would pick a car that's of most value for money. It's about how much use you can get out of it.
That's a mixed message from consumers. But there's no choice for most brands but to bet on China if they want to survive the global recession. Melissa Chan, Al Jazeera, Shanghai.